Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly video predictions for what I think is going to happen in next week's episode of the Walking Dead television series. That is for Season 8, Episode 10, The Lost and the Plunderers. And spoiler warning, if you guys have not seen the mid-season premiere for The Walking Dead Season 8 yet, great episode. Really emotional for sure. Saddest episode I think we've ever had in The Walking Dead. And if you guys didn't see, I did my reaction video to that, so my first viewing reaction right after watching it with you guys. I'll have that in the end videos for you guys as well as in the description if you want to click that to watch my reaction to the mid-season premiere, as well as my full review, which is over 20 minutes, is also in the channel. If you haven't seen that yet, definitely check it out. We go over pretty much every line in the episode and give our thoughts on basically everything. Again, those will be in the end videos. You guys can watch those after you're done watching this video. So our predictions. So we give our thoughts, what we think is going to happen next week, and you guys can certainly write your predictions in the comments below. So this episode is called The Lost and the Plunderers. So some people have related that to the the sign at Alexandria, right? What does it say? Mercy for the lost, vengeance for something like that, right? Plunderers. So as a lot of us kind of thought when we first heard this title, we thought it would make sense based on the trailer that we would most likely see Simon and Jadis have kind of their face off. So we thought it would happen in this episode. It looks like we're correct because based on the trailer and the sneak peek, both of which feature Simon, you have Negan, you have Jadis, and you also have Rick and Michonne. And we're getting to see a little bit of the Hilltop. So in this one, the description reads, "Groups unite their forces and converge on the hilltop. Aaron and Enid search for allies. Simon takes matters into his own hands." So this one looks good. This one looks like it's going to be kind of a bloodbath or kind of crazy based on what we're seeing in these trailers. So we will also get to see Aaron and Enid. Maybe Enid can talk the Oceanside into joining the war here, joining the battles. I would tend to think that probably what they'll say to her is most likely no, but that they think about it, this kind of deal. And then I think they'll just kind of show up unexpected near the finale when kind of our final battles are going down to add reinforcements to Rick and the other groups to fight back against the Saviors and kind of the last stand as they've kind of been promoting it, or the final battle in All Out War at the end of this season. So I'm thinking that in this episode we'll see Aaron and her try to talk them into it. It sounds like they'll probably forgive her for accidentally killing Netanya, even though that's like accidentally killing a group's leader is pretty crazy. But it sounds like she's gonna at least try to talk them into it, and we'll have to see if they say yes right away. That's my prediction for that one. I think they'll say no and then just show up unexpected to help out. So there's that part. So it's going to be kind of cool to get to see what's been happening with them and get caught up with that, because of course we have had so much going on near the mid-season premiere and finale there with Carl and the others. The Oceanside stuff has just been totally like left out. Like we're not even thinking about that right now because we're so focused on the other stuff. But it'll be good to get to see some of that coming in there. We also have Rick and Michonne in the episode as well too, where they're kind of it looks like they're trying to reclaim Alexandria, or at least they're trying to kind of close the gates again and kill all the zombies that have wandered into there. So of course with the big explosions, it's caused a lot of noise, and you have most of the group has already left. It's just them there. They've buried Carl there, and it's their home, but right now it's just in a bad state. So we get to see some visuals in the promo and the sneak peek, and again those will be linked to AMC's channel in the description below, so you can check it out. But just the place absolutely destroyed, decimated after the attack and all the fire and everything. Zombies wandering around, Rick and Michonne trying to close the gate, trying to keep them out. You'd almost think that they just say, screw it for now, let's just leave. We can clean it out later, but it looks like that might not be what they're doing. We do also see them, though, arrive at the junkyard later. So maybe on the way to the hilltop, they decide to go to the junkyard first to see what's going on there, and probably to try to recruit Jadis and the others to fight against the Saviors. But based on what we've seen in the trailer, it looks like Simon's already been there, and I don't think Simon is listening to Negan so well. And also there's the long-running prediction that Simon may be responsible for the death of all the men from the ocean side. So I really like that prediction, and you can see that that one is really starting to look like it fits. Like he probably killed all the men, and Negan probably did not want him to do that. So Negan's formula, as he says to Simon here in the sneak peek, we have it so Negan says garbage people, and then Simon says good, eliminating those who renege might leave us a tad short on ammo, but it's worth it. And then Negan talks about them being triple crossers, that kind of thing, in kind of Negan's way of saying things over a barrel and stuff. Deliver the standard message: take one out, and the rest will fall in line. But he says just one, Simon. So he's pretty stern with him too, because well, again, if that prediction is correct, Simon can tend to be a bit trigger happy sometimes. So it's also starting to make sense why he didn't just kill a whole bunch of the people from the Hilltop. The Hilltop, of course, being a farming community, so the Saviors need them, like need, because they need their food. So they really need the Hilltop, and he kind of let the Hilltop go with just killing one of Maggie's group during that mid-season finale. So right now it's starting to look like that was the right decision to make, and that was the right thing to do, because that's what Negan kind of wants him to do with the garbage people. But it doesn't look like that's what he is going to do, so he might lose control of the situation. We've got the full-length kind of promo here. We've got Rick's got the letter from Carl. It says Dad on it. And this is going to be so weird watching, we should just say this now, watching Walking Dead without Carl being in it. I mean, really just going to be strange to see, like Rick having the letter from Carl, probably reading it in this episode. With what he kind of wants him to do to honor his name and the dream and everything like that. And so we'll have to see how that all kind of comes together after this mid-season premiere. But man, is it going to be weird watching the show with it's like Carl's dead. Like it's still sinking in, right? Like even though we knew that it was kind of revealed in the mid-season finale, it's still sinking in that, yeah, Carl's not going to be in the show anymore. And it's such a weird thing to think about, considering all the seasons of The Walking Dead and everything they've been through, just to see he's not going to be in the show anymore. Like it's such a weird thought to think of, Cross. But then we've got that. Simon. Maybe we should just cut our losses here. Negan, you will do your job, and he yells at him, puts the bat down, right? Puts his foot down, puts his bat down. You will do your job. So he's getting fed up with Simon. Simon maybe being a little bit trigger happy and Negan not liking it. So we've got that. We've got Michonne seeing Alexandria destroyed. Negan, who's next? And Rick, you are. I love that one. That's a really great kind of setup for the rest of the season. Negan most likely has found out that Carl is dead probably here. And, Negan, that's not what Negan wanted. Negan, of course, at least if they do the same as the comic book series, he was a high school a teacher, so he had, good relationship with, helping young men, young boys, and teenagers to develop, and he did have kind of a relationship ongoing there with Carl, so he's probably going to be sad as well, too, that Carl is dead, and going to be asking Rick, so who's next if this continues, and Rick saying, you are, so really wicked and cool. Then we've got Rick and Michonne trying to kind of keep Alexandria zombie-free for the most part. Enid, they will wipe you out. Don't make the same mistakes. So her trying to talk the Oceanside into joining. And Simon goes to see Jadis and Rick, I'm going to kill you, at the end to kind of wrap things up here. So it looks like episode 10 should be another really good episode of The Walking Dead. And doesn't it feel like a war to you guys? You have all these different battles going on. Every episode, it seems there's some action or there's some battle going on somewhere. I really like the way they've adapted the TV series version of All Out War, using it for the whole season and really kind of getting into a lot of these different battles and different locations and stuff. It took a long time to set up with all these different groups in Season 7, but in the end, I think it was worth it because we got to see all these huge battles all over the place. Lots of character deaths, and it looks like we're going to see some this week between Simon and the Junkyard Group as things kind of go awry there, and Rick and Michonne maybe stumbling across what's left. As well, too, there's going to be some stuff at the Hilltop, so we're going to get to see probably Carol's reaction to the death of Carl. She's going to be really surprised, most likely, and as well as the others finding out that are there, maybe Morgan finding out. you know, I mean, that's a crushing one for sure. So that's kind of it for what I got for video predictions with you guys without getting, like, you know, too into spoilers based on what we've seen. It looks like it might be a bloodbath and, you know, be some good stuff if you're a fan of Negan, if you're a fan of Simon maybe, because it looks like this might be one of Simon's biggest episodes he's had yet in the series. And to get to see Stephen O kind of play out some of these episodes here is going to be really cool to see. And my biggest question is whether or not he's going to survive out the season, because you know, I really he's really funny and stuff, and so I hope he does. But you know, we'll have to see if he actually does survive till the very end. So especially after this episode, if it gets really ugly. So we'll see what happens. But it looks like a great episode. Very excited, and I'm going to go back watch episode 9 again because it was just such a huge episode, monumental episode for The Walking Dead, being that it's Carl's final episode. It's sort of the finale for Carl fans in the Walking Dead series. That's it for my video predictions, guys. Write your predictions below, what you think we'll see in episode 10, and send me all your Q&A questions. We got to start doing some Q&A videos, guys, so I should have one for you tomorrow, and you know, we'll just get started with those, go through lots to talk about after the mid-season premiere. So send me all your questions you guys have, and let's do lots of videos this week leading up to episode 10. If you guys like this video, though, please don't forget to thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it, and you can do it. You can subscribe at the bottom left. Click the bell to turn on notifications when I post videos. And that's it for this one. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. So check out these other videos too here if you haven't seen my reaction, review, all that good stuff. See you guys soon. It's Trev.